Hello, my name is Emily. I want to tell you a story about my family. For most of my life, I thought I had a good family. I thought we loved each other. I now know that was not true. I have an older brother, David. I also have an older sister, Laura. I am the youngest. Being the youngest was not always easy. David was the smart one. He was a lawyer. He made a lot of money. He had a big house and a fancy car. My parents were so proud of him. Laura was the beautiful one. She married a rich man. She did not have to work. She spent her days shopping and going to the gym. She had perfect hair and perfect clothes. My parents thought she was perfect. And then there was me, Emily. I was just Emily. I was not the smart one. I was not the beautiful one. I was the quiet one. The one who tried hard but never seemed to get very far. I did not have a fancy job. I did not have a rich husband. I worked in an office. I was an assistant. It was an okay job, but it was not special. Not like my brother or my sister. My family did not say it out loud, but I knew how they saw me. I was the little sister who needed help. I was the one they felt a little sorry for. When we had family dinners, they would ask me, "Emily, are you doing okay? Is your job going well?" It sounded like they cared, but it was not a real question. It was a way to feel good about themselves. They were the successful ones. I was the one who was just getting by. I did not like feeling this way. I wanted to be more. I wanted them to be proud of me, for me, not because they felt sorry for me. So I worked hard, very hard. I took classes at night. I studied and I learned new skills. I wanted a better job, a career, something that was mine, and finally, it happened. After years of hard work, I got it. I got a new job. It was not just a job. It was a dream job. I was hired as a project manager for a big company. It was a huge step up. It came with a good salary. It came with respect. I was so happy I cried. For the first time, I felt like I was not just little Emily. I was Emily, the project manager. I was successful. The first people I wanted to tell were my family. I wanted to share my happiness with them. I imagined the looks on their faces. I thought they would be so happy for me. My brother David was having a barbecue at his house that weekend. It was a family tradition. This is perfect, I thought. I will tell everyone at the barbecue. We can all celebrate together. I was so excited all week. I bought a new dress. It was a bright, happy yellow. I felt good in it. I also bought a gift, a very expensive bottle of wine for David. It was a way to say thank you for hosting. It was also a way to show that I could afford nice things now. I was not bragging. I was just proud. I was proud of myself. I wanted them to be proud of me too. The day of the barbecue came. It was a beautiful sunny Saturday. I drove to the big house of my brother. I felt a little nervous, but mostly I felt happy. I could not wait to see their faces when I told them my news. I parked my car down the street. I did not want to block the driveway. I walked toward the house. I could hear music playing in the backyard. I could smell the food cooking on the grill. It smelled delicious. I walked around the side of the house to the backyard gate. I wanted to surprise them. The gate was open just a little bit. I could hear them talking. They were all there. My brother, my sister, my parents, my aunt, my uncle. They did not know I was there yet. I was about to walk in. I was about to say, "Hello, everyone." But then I heard my name. It was my brother, David. His voice was loud. "I cannot believe Emily is even coming today," he said. And he was laughing. It was not a nice laugh. My feet stopped. I stood behind the gate. I did not move. My aunt asked, "Why, David? What is wrong with Emily coming?" "Oh, you know why," David said. "She got some little promotion at work. She's only coming to brag about her new job. She will talk about it all day. She will want everyone to tell her how great she is." It is so annoying. The words hit me like a stone, a hard, cold stone in my chest. He thought I was coming to brag? He thought I was annoying? I was just so excited. I just wanted to share my joy. Then I heard my sister Laura. Her voice was like poison. Sweet on the outside, but poison inside. "I know," she said. "She has been trying to be like us for years. It is kind of sad. Honestly, it would be nice if there was an accident on the way here. It would be nice if she never showed up at all." And then I heard it. The worst sound in the world, laughter. It was not just David and Laura laughing. It was everyone. My mother laughed. My father laughed. My aunt, my uncle, they all laughed. They thought it was a funny joke. They thought it was funny to wish that I would get into a car accident. My own family, I stood there, frozen. I could not breathe. The beautiful sunny day turned dark and cold. The delicious smell of the food made me feel sick. The happy music sounded like screaming. My heart did not just break. It shattered. It turned into a million tiny pieces of dust. The people I loved most in the world. The people I worked so hard for. They were laughing at me. They were laughing at the idea of me getting hurt. They did not see me as family. They saw me as a joke. A sad little joke. The bottle of wine in my hand felt so heavy. I looked at my new yellow dress. It felt like a stupid costume. I was a fool. I was a fool for thinking they would ever be happy for me. They did not want me to be successful. They wanted me to stay little Emily forever, the one they could feel sorry for. It made them feel better about their own lives. Tears started to run down my face. Hot, angry tears. I wanted to run in there and scream. I wanted to throw the bottle of wine at the wall. I wanted to tell them how much they hurt me. But I did not. A new feeling was growing inside of me. It was cold. It was hard. It was anger. A deep, quiet anger. They wanted me to not show up? They wished for an accident? Okay, I would give them an accident. I backed away from the gate. I was so quiet. No one saw me. No one heard me. I walked back to my car. My hands were shaking. But my mind was very clear. I got into my car and I drove away. I did not go home. I went to a small park a few miles away. I sat in my car and I looked at my phone. My heart was still hurting, but my brain was working. It was making a plan, a very simple plan. They had hurt me. They had laughed at my pain. Now, I was going to make them feel a little pain too. Just for a little while. I wanted them to feel scared. I wanted them to feel worried. I wanted them to feel what it is like to think something terrible has happened to someone you are supposed to love. I could not make the call myself. They would know my voice. I needed help. I thought of my best friend, Maya. Maya was the only person who knew the real story of my family. She knew how they treated me. She was always on my side. She was my real family, I called her. My voice was shaking. Emily, are you okay? She asked right away. She could tell something was wrong. No, Maya, I am not okay, I said. And I told her everything. I told her what David said. I told her what Laura said. I told her about the laughter. All of it. Maya was quiet for a moment. Then she said, "Oh, Emily, I am so sorry. They are horrible people. They do not deserve you." "I know," I said. "And Maya, I have an idea. It is a crazy idea. And I need your help." I told her my plan. I told her what I wanted her to do. I expected her to say I was crazy. I expected her to tell me it was a bad idea, but she did not. She listened to the whole plan. Then she said, "Emily, I will do it. They deserve it. What is the phone number of your brother?" I gave her the number. We went over the plan one more time. She was going to wait exactly 15 minutes. Then she was going to call. She was an actress in college. She was very good at pretending. "Are you sure you want to do this?" Maya asked me. Her voice was soft. "Yes," I said. "I am sure." I hung up the phone. I looked at the clock in my car. I started counting the minutes. 1, 2, 3. I pictured the scene at the barbecue. They would be wondering where I was. "Emily is so late," my mother would say. "She is always so dramatic." David and Laura would laugh. They would all be eating and drinking. They would be having a good time. They had already forgotten about me. 10 minutes passed. 12. I turned my own phone off. Completely off. This was very important for the plan. 14 minutes. 15. It was time. Somewhere across town, my friend Maya was making a phone call. I sat in my car. I felt a little sick, but I also felt strong. For the first time, I was not letting them hurt me. I was fighting back. Now, let us imagine we are at the barbecue. David is flipping burgers on the grill. Laura is showing off her new ring. My parents are sitting in lawn chairs smiling. Everyone is happy. Then, the phone of my brother rings. It is a number he does not know. He almost does not answer. But he does. "Hello?" he says. On the other end of the line, Maya is using her best actress voice. She sounds scared. She sounds frantic. "Hello? Is this David?" she says. She is pretending to be a nurse. "Yes, this is David. Who is this?" My brother asks. "My name is Susan," Maya says. "I am a nurse at City General Hospital, in the emergency room. I am so sorry to call you like this. Your number was listed as the emergency contact for an Emily." David drops his spatula. The burgers burn on the grill. Everyone stops talking. They all look at him. His face is white. "Emily?" he says. "My sister. What happened? Is she okay?" "There has been an accident," Maya says. She makes her voice shake a little. "A bad car accident. On the main road. About 10 minutes from your neighborhood. She was brought in by an ambulance. It is very serious. The doctor asked me to call. You need to come to the hospital. Right away. The phone is on speaker. Everyone hears. My mother starts to scream. Just a small scream? My father jumps up from his chair. Laura's perfect face is filled with horror. The joke she made just 30 minutes ago, the terrible wish she made, it came true. We are on our way, David yells into the phone. We will be right there. Please hurry, Maya says. Then she hangs up. Chaos. That is the only word for it. The party is over. Food is forgotten. Music is turned off. My mother is crying. My baby, my poor baby, she is saying. My father is trying to calm her down, but his own hands are shaking. David is yelling at everyone. Get in the car. Now we have to go. Laura is just standing there. Her face is pale as a ghost. The words she said are playing over and over in her head. It would be nice if there was an accident. She looks sick. She looks guilty. They all run to their cars. They leave the house. The grill is still on. The plates of food are sitting on the tables. They do not care. They race to the hospital. They are breaking the speed limit. They are filled with fear and panic. They are so worried about little Emily, the one they were just laughing about. They get to the hospital. They run into the emergency room. It is bright and noisy. David runs to the front desk. My sister, he yells at the nurse. Emily! She was in a car accident. Where is she? The nurse looks at her computer. She types my name. She looks confused. Emily, she says. I do not have anyone here by that name. No, that is not possible, David says. We got a call from a nurse. She said it was serious. Sir, I'm sorry, the nurse says. She is calm. There is no patient here named Emily. We have not had any car accident victims with that name tonight. My whole family is standing there. They do not understand. My mother is looking around like I am going to appear on a hospital bed. Are you sure? My father asks. Please, check again. The nurse checks again. I am positive, sir. There is no one here by that name. They all stand there, in the middle of the emergency room, and slowly the truth starts to sink in. There was no accident. There was no nurse. There was no phone call from the hospital. It was a lie, a prank. The fear they felt turns into confusion. The confusion turns into anger. Red-hot anger. She did this, Laura whispers. Emily did this. She was listening. She must have heard us. David pulls out his phone. He tries to call me. My phone goes straight to voicemail. Because it is turned off. He tries again. And again. Voicemail. They try to call me all night. I do not answer. I went home from the park. I ate a quiet dinner. I watched a movie. I went to bed. For the first time in a long time, I slept well. I felt calm. The next morning, I turned my phone on. I had 37 missed calls and 52 text messages. They were all from my family. The first few messages were worried. Emily, where are you? Emily, please call us. Then the messages turned angry. How could you do this to us? You scared us to death. That was a sick joke, Emily. I did not reply. I just drank my coffee. Around 10 o'clock in the morning, they showed up at my apartment. They banged on the door. It was David, Laura, and my parents. I took a deep breath. I opened the door. They looked terrible. They had not slept. Their eyes were red. They looked at me, standing there, perfectly fine, perfectly healthy. How could you? My mother cried. We were so worried. We thought you were dead. You scared us, Emily, my father said. His voice was shaking with anger. That was a cruel, horrible thing to do. I did not say anything. I just looked at them. A joke, David yelled. You think this is a joke? We were at the hospital all night. We were going crazy. It was just a little prank, I said. My voice was very quiet. Just a joke. A joke? Laura screamed. Her beautiful face was ugly with anger. Wishing someone was in a car accident. That is not a joke. I looked right at her. Oh, I said. You think wishing someone is in an accident is not a joke? That is interesting. Because yesterday I heard you say something. I heard you say, it would be nice if there was an accident and she never showed up. And then I heard something else. I heard you all laugh. Silence. Complete silence. Their angry faces fell. They could not look at me. They looked at the floor. They looked at the walls. I was there, I said. I was at the gate. I heard everything. I heard David say I was just coming to brag. I heard Laura wish I was hurt. And I heard all of you laugh. My whole family. Laughing at the idea of me being in a car crash. My mother started to cry. Real tears this time. Emily, we did not mean it, she whispered. You laughed, I said again. My voice was not angry. It was just empty. You did not mean to laugh? You did not mean to wish your own daughter, your own sister was hurt? Just so you did not have to listen to her good news? The first good news I have had in my whole life? No one said anything. You were worried for a few hours, I said. You felt that sick, scared feeling for a few hours. I have felt that feeling my whole life. The feeling that I am not good enough for my own family. The feeling that you are all secretly laughing at me. Now I know it was not a secret. I stepped back from the door. I did not do it to be cruel, I told them. I did it so you would understand. But I see now that you do not. You are not sorry for what you said. You are just angry that you got caught. You are just mad that I scared you. I looked at each one of them. I am done, I said. I am done trying to make you proud of me. I am done wanting you to be happy for me. I do not need you to be happy for me. Because I am happy for me. What does that mean? My father asked. His voice was small. It means we are not family anymore, I said. The financial help I give to you and Mom every month? It stops today. Laura, the money I loaned you for your new car? I want it back. David, I do not think I will be coming to any more barbecues. I looked at all of them, one last time. Their shocked faces, their sad, pathetic faces. You got what you wanted, I told my sister. I did not show up to the party, and now I will not show up ever again. I closed the door. I locked it. I leaned against it and I cried. I cried for the family I thought I had. I cried for the little girl who just wanted her brother and sister to be proud of her. But then I stopped crying. I wiped my tears. I walked to my window and I watched them leave. They did not talk to each other. They just got in their cars and drove away. My life is different now. It is quiet. I have my new job. I love it. I am good at it. I have my friend Maya. We have dinner every week. We laugh. She is proud of me. And that is all I need. I am not little Emily anymore. I am just Emily. And for the first time, that is more than enough.